Hi guys, welcome to the part 7 of blog using Django 4.0. In this one, first of all, we are going to do the update view of this blog, and secondly, we'll try to complete the archived view and draft view of the list. Okay, so let's go to the views.py, and below the create post, we'll start by creating a new class and we'll call it as post update view, and this will take in the login required mixin, because in order to update you must be first of all logged in user, so that is there. Then we'll take in the generic dot update view, and since its login required mixin is there, so we'll have to give it a login URL, because if the user is not logged in, then we have to send the user to the login page. So we'll copy this and we'll paste it over here. Login URL will be reverse lazy of login. Then we need to specify the query set. The query set will be post.objects.all, and then this also requires a form class because this is update view. In order to update anything, you will require a form, right? So that's why form class, and that will be post form. So this form is same as the one which we used for the create post. So same form we are going to use. And if you all see in the create post, we have specified the template name. In the update view, I'm not going to specify the template name because the same template is required, because post underscore form is there. So because of that, our template is already ready. So all we have to do is go to the urls.py and register this view. So I'll copy this and we'll go to the urls.py and we'll create a new one. So the path will be post slash, again this will take in pk, because to update any view you of course must open it first, so that's why pk, and then it will be views dot post update view, and this will be as view. The name given will be post underscore update, and yes, of course I need to fix this. This is double quotes, and we'll put a comma at the end. So there's one thing that I have missed over here, that is this path and this path, both of them are same, so we'll put a edit at the end. Okay, so that was urls.py, and now how do we access this path? So we'll go inside the details, post underscore detail.html, and over here we'll show some buttons that will help us do this, and those buttons should be shown only when the user is logged in. So let's do that now. So inside the card body, we'll check first of all if user is logged in or not. That will be done by if user.is authenticated, and if the current user is the author of the post, and if the post's author .id is same as the logged in user's id, so request.user.id. so this will ensure that we show these buttons only to the user who is logged in and he is the author of that post. So we'll first of all close this if, and then we'll go inside that and we'll show a button. So in the href we are going to specify the URL that we just created. So URL will be let me copy the name, post underscore update, and then pk will be post.pk, and we'll specify some classes. So they will be float and btn-sm, btn-secondary, this should be dash, and then me-2. All these classes helps in designing the button. And then inside the button we are not going to actually write some text, but we'll show icon. Okay, so that will be class equal to bi dash pencil. So where does this comes from? So this comes from the bootstrap icon that we have imported in the first video. So let's save and we'll go to the browser and check it out. We'll refresh. Oh, actually I'm not the author of this post, so that's why I'm not getting the buttons. So we'll go back to the blogs and we'll open the first one. So for this post also, I'm not shown the button. Why is that? Let's go back to the code and I need to fix two errors. So over here, the spelling of the pencil, I have made a mistake over here. So that we have fixed, and this is not authenticate, but it is authenticated. Okay. So that was the other error. So let's go back to the browser and refresh it. So yes, there we go. We get the button, but I think something is wrong with the icons. So it is not shown. So let me go and check that out. We'll go to the base.html, and I think I have missed the import statement. So I'll quickly import that right now and we'll check that. I'll save and go back to the browser. Let's refresh. And yes, there we go. Now the button is coming. So I missed the import statement in the first video. I think I have done wrong import, because I can see there are two bootstraps imported. So I'll remove the old bootstrap version and I'll keep just the latest one, and I'll move it on top. Let's go back to the browser and check. And yes, it is still working. We'll click on edit and let's see what happens. These all things looks fine, but just that image is not shown because we already have one image over there, right? Yes, so we need to fix that as well. So let's go back to the code and we'll check it out. So first of all, we have to go to the forms post underscore form, and inside this we will have to add some JavaScript to handle that. So we'll start by writing the JavaScript code, and first of all we'll check if there is already a image present. So that will be done by post.image. So this will ensure that there is one image present already, and if the image is present, let's just call this function. So preview image, and we'll pass in file and we'll declare the file over here. So it will be where file is equal to, this will be same as other places. First of all I'll give it post image, that will have image path, and before that we need to give the media prefix. So we'll do that, get media prefix, and we'll remove the extra double quotes. So I think this should get our work done. Let's save it and check out on the browser. I'll refresh the page, and yes, there we go. The post has come, the content has come, the image has also come. So let me try to update this. I'll call this as post 1 by admin, and we'll add before this admin updated this. Okay, and we'll change the image as well and save. And then finally we get this error. So this says that get absolute URL method is not defined. So we'll go in the update view and we'll specify that. I think when we update the post, we should be redirected back to that post detail page. So that's why we are doing the following. So def get success URL. I'll remove the type over here, and this will not be this. I'll return as reverse lazy, and then inside this I'm going to get the post underscore detail, and then we are going to pass the PKS inside the argument. So this will be like this, and I'll pass it as self.object.id. So this will pass the ID of the current object on the successful update of that post, and we'll send it to post details. So let's check that out now. I'll refresh this page. Yes, continue. And there we go. We are redirected back to the detail page of that post. So this was the update view. Now we'll create two more things. They will be, first of all, draft view, and secondly archived view. So let's go back to the views.py and we'll minimize this. And over here we'll create two new classes. First of all, post draft list. This will have a login required. I don't want to show it to everyone, and this will be generic dot list view. So the login URL should be given like this. Then after login URL we need to give the query set. So that will be post.objects.filter, and we need to filter it by the status. So status will be over here 0 because that's what the draft view means. Draft view has value of 0. And then order by created date minus created date, created on. Then we also have to filter out this query set by only the logged in user. So let me do that. That will be done by overwriting the get query set method. So it will be def get query set. I'll remove this, and this is self, this is correct, and we'll put a filter at the end. So filter it by author, which is self.request.user. So that was draft list view, and then we'll copy this and paste it one time, and this will be, instead of draft, we'll call this as archive view, and the status will be 2. We'll save this page and we'll create two different URLs for these two. So let's go to the urls.py and we'll copy the first one twice, and we'll put, for the first one we are going to do for the draft view, so I'll call it as draft. Second one we'll call it as archived, and we'll change the views accordingly. So post draft list and post archived list, and we'll call this as post draft list, and at the bottom it will be post archived list. We'll save this and we'll go to the base.html and we'll show them when the user is authenticated. So let me copy this and I'll give the URL names over here. So I'll show the archive 1 second, and first I'll show the draft view. So this will be draft. We'll remove the post, and the second one will be archive. And you know what, we'll move the new post on top so that it is shown first to the user. Let's save and refresh on the browser, and there we go. We see two new nav links added over here. We'll go to this. Yes, there's nothing in this, that's why we don't get anything. So now if we create a new post, that will be added to draft. So we'll test that out. So I'll call it as third post, some content, and let me select one image. And there we go. It is not visible on the main list, but if we go to the draft, it should be visible over here. That is correct. So that's it guys for this video. So in the next video, we are going to handle the comment part, and we are going to also handle the post toggle, that is from draft to publish to archive. So see you in the next one.